Hello and welcome to Let's Connect. This is the podcast at Castro Realty Group with Nebraska Realty. My name is Vladimir Bazan. I'm a residential real estate agent in Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas. Today we are at Nebraska Realty headquarters in Omaha, and I am very, very excited to introduce this person to all of you. I've known Nadeli for about 5 years. I've known her as a bartender, working at the title company, taking pictures everywhere. I follow her on Facebook a little bit, always working out. She's a foodie as well. She travels. I'm very, very excited because today Nadeli is going to tell us about her new adventure, which is Plaza Digital. Nadeli, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Vladdy?
I'm doing really good. Are you nervous?
Yes.
Don't worry. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a great conversation. I'm excited that you're here because I wanna hear about Plaza Digital. I wanna know more about Plaza Digital. So tell everyone, what is Plaza Digital?
So Plaza Digital is a digital marketing company. Marketing is it's a very broad industry. So there's a lot that goes into it, but I primarily focus on social media marketing and branding. I have a lot of love for graphic design, art in general, and so that's kind of how I got into that, and that's why I focused on those two things. Social media is super powerful, especially
Yes.
in every business, and so that is why I really narrowed it down to marketing or to branding and social media.
That's absolutely. And you probably heard me a little bit ago say Nadeli and corrected myself, Nadeli. I've known Nadeli for 5 years. We worked together in the real estate business. She works for an amazing title company. Shout out to Lisa at Unity. So in Spanish, we pronounce her name Nadeli. In English, Nadeli. But anyway, going back to Plaza Digital, Nadeli. Every business begins with either a dream, an idea, or an opportunity, right? So how did you get to where you are right now? How did you get to becoming the founder and the person running Plaza Digital?
So I actually had no idea this is what I was going to do, honestly. Like a year ago, this was not even in my plans. So it actually, I just think everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely.
And so it really happened because I saw an opportunity. I followed something that I really enjoyed doing, something that I loved. I tried it. People liked what I did. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to do it.
Maybe there's something here, right?
Yes. So I actually used to, I've always like had a keen for art. So I like to draw. I like to sketch, paint. I started doing digital graphics because I was doing like gifts with like a Cricut and a laser printer.
Okay.
And so, I'm a crafter, so I'm everything creative. I love it. And so that's kind of what got me into the digital side of art. And I kind of started playing with Adobe software, Illustrator, and it was a lot of fun. I didn't know what I was doing at first. I'm just kind of playing with it. I didn't take any official like classes. I took a few like online courses for it, but it's all just kind of like self-taught and playing with it, right? So enjoying what I did.
Well, I've seen the work that you do. So you have self-taught. You've learned a lot.
Yeah.
When is it that you finally launch Plaza Digital? It hasn't been too long.
No. So I officially launched in August. I went into marketing in general through Unity. So when Unity opened up, Lisa, now it's we all came from a big corporate company.
Yes.
And so now being a small business in Omaha, like we wanted to build we have a mission. So our mission with Unity is, to help our real estate community, specifically our Hispanic-speaking clients. And so the big thing that we kept talking about is, well, how are we going to do that? Like, how are we going to get this out to the world, out to the community so that they know who we are? And that's where I came in, like, with all the ideas and, the branding side of it. Like, this is who we should be, building our social medias, like, our network, pretty much, our digital presence. And so it all started with Unity, and then I started doing it as freelance. I then started doing it for Viva Fit Kitchen, and that's just kind of where it all just started to.
That's when it started to actually make it real.
Yeah.
So you're talking a little bit about the mission or the vision for the other company. What's a mission for Plaza Digital? Why did you create Plaza Digital?
So the reason why it's called Plaza Digital, because Plaza, it could be English or Spanish. It's same with digital.
Yes.
So the thing with that is that I want to, I target our Hispanic-owned businesses locally, but I do plan to expand and also target other Hispanic-owned businesses. But primarily minority and small businesses. Those are my my target clients, because I saw a huge gap in the community with these businesses that offer great services or products, but they're just not seen.
And I know you're very involved with the community. I know you have other plans coming. We were talking a little bit about how busy you are, good busy, which is great. But I could see how much of what you do benefits all the small businesses and how much you're doing for these businesses. But editing software, taking all the pictures, doing all the design, etc., takes a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So what motivates you to keep doing it? You know, to keep spending so many hours, because you are so busy now. It's becoming like your priority, right? So what's your motivation to keep doing this?
Well, I have a lot of motivations, but first and foremost, I will say that I love creating, and that is what motivates me when I'm doing that, because it is a very tedious task and it is very time consuming, and if you did not love it, you would be miserable.
Yes.
But I actually really enjoy it. That's my favorite part of the job, of the overall thing. Like, that is my favorite.
Creating.
Yeah, where I just zone out, nobody talk to me, I go on Do Not Disturb, I put my music, and I just start designing or just brainstorming. Even just brainstorming ideas is fun for me.
I mean, even now when I've seen you at some social events with the real estate world, you're always with the camera now, right? Always taking pictures, always creating.
Yeah, and that was actually, even though I do love creating, being the one to take out the phone and take a picture was something I had to teach myself, or a habit I had to get into, because I was always really big on living in the present and, like, you know, enjoy your time when you're with somebody. Don't be on your phone, or, you know, like, I grew up with the norm of, like, put your phone away. You can't, you know, if you're talking to anybody, like, it's rude to have your phone, or if you're enjoying some kind of event, or if you're traveling, like, don't be on your phone. Like, enjoy the present.
Absolutely. Enjoy the present.
Yeah.
Well, it's very exciting that you created Plaza Digital. And you mentioned that you would like to, or you help, you know, these minority businesses, Hispanic community. Is that your niche? Is that the clientele? What if a completely different company, let's say, I don't know, Indian food or something like that, somebody comes to you and says, hey, I would like you to do something for me.
Oh.
Or you say, no, this is just the only thing I do.
No, I do not discriminate. Not at all. I love working. I mean, minority businesses, those are, like, what I would say speaks to my heart and soul, because, you know, being a minority, I come from an immigrant single mother that she knew nothing about, you know, running a business or anything, but she had entrepreneurial spirit. Like, this woman.
So that's where you get it from.
Yeah, that's where I get
That's
it
where
from.
you get it from.
If only she knew or had some kind of guidance, she could have done some amazing things here. But that's kind of like what drives me to minority-owned businesses. But I am 100% down to help anybody who, you know, who is serious about elevating their business in that way, because you just have to want it for your own business. Like,
Absolutely.
You have to be able to take that step for yourself.
Okay, so let's say I have a new business, right? Let's say a construction or roofing company, and brand new, I don't have any clients, I don't have social presence, I need help. I call you. What do we do? What do you do for me at that time?
So what we would do initially is I would kind of do like an intake form. So this is just a simple questionnaire where I can get to know a little bit more about you as a person and your business. So a lot of us don't know when we're first starting a business, like, you know, everything, clearly. Yeah. But you at least know why you started it and what you hope to achieve and where you see yourself in at least the near future, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And so those simple things are what really helped me develop a brand and a strategy So, for example, if you're a construction company, I would ask you things like, why did you want to start a company? Maybe because your family, your brother knows how to do a certain type of work in construction, and so y'all just kind of formed a team to create the company. And so then I would ask you things like, well, who's your primary, audience? Like, who are you trying to specifically target to build? So it could be like new builds, it could be, commercial, residential, so many different things. And so you can't really, if you don't know who your audience is, you can't really do anything. Like, you won't be targeting the right people. When you build a product or service, you have to know who you intend to sell to. And so that is the first step, I think, for anything. You have to know who you're trying to reach.
Absolutely. Times have changed from 20 some years ago. I remember when I had a construction business, we put a magnet on the side of the truck and we hoped that somebody would call the number, and there was really not much we could do. Mm-hmm. But now technology is helping people reach new clients, but that focus, that orientation, like you said, what's going to be your target? Who are you trying to get to your business?
Yes.
And what you do is very, very important.
Oh, yeah.
And we're talking about technology, right? Mm-hmm. So we went from, at least when I was in construction, from the magnet on the side of the door to everything that you do now.
Digital.
But everything digital. But how do you keep up with all the new trends, all the new technology? Artificial intelligence, is the latest new thing. ChatGPT. There's image generators, which are also AI created. So how do you keep in touch with everything that's coming up?
So it's really hard, but what I have found works the best for me is narrowing it down. For example, when it comes to social media, there's so many social media platforms, and every single one is different, and it's constantly changing. So I narrowed it down to 2 platforms, Facebook and Instagram. Those are our leading platforms right now, they're great. TikTok is also up there. But that is what I focus on, because no matter what business you are, you should absolutely always have a Facebook, and you should always have an Instagram, no matter what business you are. Now, TikTok could be the primary platform for somebody who maybe is targeting a younger audience. Okay. So once again, it goes back to your audience. So
somebody like me.
So, yes, sure, bloody. If you're trying to target more, specific professionals, like no play, more work, then that would be probably LinkedIn, But then Instagram and Facebook they're just so versatile. Like, you can do so much with that. And also it comes down to, the business type. What is part of their overall, branding strategy, branding plan, social media plan? It all just kind of has to work together to choose a platform. And then with that, then I choose my platforms. What am I going to use to help them execute?
So if somebody's not familiar with using Instagram or TikTok, for example, I don't use TikTok. That's something that you can help me with to guide me and do it right.
Yes. So I offer a variety of services. I do some packages, or depending on where the business is at, but I can say that my services are specifically tailored per business, because no business is the same.
So we can use you as little or as much as we need for a business.
Yes. So I could do just simply a one-on-one, maybe I'll give you an intake form where you tell me all about your business, your goals and stuff, but maybe you don't have the budget to hire somebody to really execute all of this for you yet. We can sit down and do a one-on-one session, and I'll have it all planned out so that we make the best use of both of our times, and you leave with the detailed plan of, okay, this is what I have to do, but now you're responsible for making it happen. Or I could do the whole thing for you. All right. So and all the pieces in between can also be separated to where maybe somebody just needs they just need a few photos for their actual social media content, or they just need a couple graphics, or they just need a label created, or
Okay. So if somebody needs to contact you, how do we get a hold of you?
So you can get a hold of me on my Instagram, Facebook. There will be my contact form in there, but you can also email me at Nadeli at plazadigital.marketing. That's Nadeli at plazadigital.marketing. Or you can text me 402-215-7085. I respond to texts the best, so
Okay.
definitely reach out.
Absolutely. So you have Natalie's contact information. Natalie, one last question. When you're not working, when you're not doing escrow work, and when you're not creating, what do you do for fun? What do you do in your free time?
I lift weights.
How much can you bench press?
180. No, like 175.
I've seen some pictures, so that's why I'm asking. It looks impressive.
Yeah, I love lifting weights or just doing nothing.
Okay.
I like to disconnect.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. Is there anything else that you would like to tell us about Plaza Digital?
I would just say, please follow my social media. I am just getting started, so this would be I would really appreciate your support. I am here to help you with any questions that you have. Feel free to reach out to me, and yeah, let's connect.
Okay, and that's why we have this program, so we can connect, so I can introduce you to amazing people like Natalie. She's full of energy, she's full of creativity, always smiling. I don't know how you're so happy all the time. And again, I'm Vladimir Bazan. I'm a real estate agent with Castro Realty Group at Nebraska Realty Group. Nebraska Realty, I'm sorry. Residential real estate in Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas. My phone number is 402-805-0197, so let's connect as well.